And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone, TV Movie Entertainment, with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for last week's episode and the mid-season finale of Arrow season, what are we up to, 6, episode 9. Now, in this episode, some heavy spoilers if you haven't seen the mid-season finale. So, let me warn you guys now. Anyway, so, and now we have gone past the crossover and, all of that stuff. You guys remember, Oliver and Felicity just got married. So now they're having their party, doing their thing, being in love, and finally they're married. Now we got Mr. and Mrs. Oliver and Felicity Queen. And I love saying that. It's such a great thing to do. Anyway, so they're doing their party, having their champagne. William's there. He's got a new mom now. He's probably not going to call her mom for probably a long time. But you know what I mean. Anyway, they're doing their thing. And then Quentin comes over and says, listen, man, the FBI's got a witness to testify against you that you are the Green Arrow. So Oliver's like, okay, who is it? He's like, it's somebody from the team. So that gives Oliver a little pause and thinking like, oh great, now I have to look at all of these people. Who can the person be? Everybody was guessing the entire week who could it be. I kind of guessed right on who it was going to be, but I got to say right off the back before I reveal who it is, I'm kind of disappointed in this episode, only because they made it to look like this was going to be a big betrayal to the team and to Oliver. It ended up being a betrayal of Oliver being the one betraying the team. Now, let me explain. First of all, okay, so the person who betrayed the team, kind of, was Wild Dog. That's right, Wild Dog. Now, here's what I thought was going to happen. I thought Wild Dog was going to be like, okay, he's desperate. He wants his daughter back. He doesn't have custody of his daughter. Maybe, man, I like the team. I respect Oliver. He's like a father to me or a big brother to me, but I want my daughter back. He would have done anything to get his daughter back. And, he probably would have made a deal with them. Oh, I'll give you what you guys want. Maybe because they have to interview everybody. They probably went to him to interview him. And he was probably talking like, yeah, I don't know anything. And then he must have thought about, like, listen, I'll give you what you want if you give me my daughter back. Let me get custody of my daughter and full pardon so that way I don't get locked up after what happens with Oliver. That would have been a perfectly way to set up the team being stabbed in the back. But no, they went the complete opposite. They basically told, they didn't show this in this episode, but they basically said, oh yeah, they know I'm Wild Dog, and they said they're going to lock me up and I won't be able to see my daughter ever again if I don't testify against you. Okay, so basically you're telling me they could have done that either way, even if you didn't testify. They would have done that to him anyway. Put it this way. If Oliver would have been convicted as the Green Arrow, which I don't understand why they even doing this anyway. It's still double jeopardy in place here, legal terms. Anyway, he can't be committed again for the same crime. This is the third time he's being committed as this Green Arrow, the Hood, and whatever. So, anyway, even if he was convicted, let's play hypothetical. If he was convicted, that means Felicity would have went down. William probably would have been orphaned. Thea probably would have been locked up. Quentin would have been locked up. Wild Dog would have been locked up, Mr. Terrific would have been locked up, and of course Dinah would have been locked up. Regardless of who would have betrayed who. So, what was the point of this episode again? Why would somebody betray Oliver, even though he could have just said nothing, and they probably would have been locked up anyway, even if he was convicted as the Green Arrow. Obviously, and also Diggle too. Diggle would have lost his family if he didn't say anything, no matter what. If Oliver went to jail, and the whole team, he probably would have saved them all, but that still wouldn't helped Wild Dog to getting his daughter back. But you know what? It's what it is. But the one thing I say Oliver betrayed the team is because he didn't trust them. Apparently they were all crying that Oliver looked into the records and he got his new wife to do the records and do a background check against every member of the team. And now the team is all mad at him and they all decide to basically not be part of Team Arrow anymore. For now, obviously, because this is basically the plan of the bad guy who's been, the guy with the glasses, the geek guy, whatever. Anyway, He's been his plan all along. His team now teaming up with the Russian Black Siren, and I believe that Kung Fu guy, the drug guy who helped Diggle with the hand. Anyway, but yeah, I found that to be very like. You had the opportunity to make a great episode and make a cool one of the cool characters become a villain. I mean, they messed up last year with that Archer girl. She was just a mess, so they got rid of her easily. So that nobody liked her. But to see Mr. Terrific do it, or Dinah, or even Diggle. Imagine Diggle betraying Oliver. That would have been psycho awesome. But what can you do? They gave us Wild Dog, and his reasons wasn't even for what his reasons were. Oh, I could never see my daughter again. Fool, you're not even seeing your daughter now, so what's the point? Anyway, I'm sorry, but still, like I said, I find that very strange. I think this is the weakest episode of Arrow ever. Period. I think this is the weakest episode. I don't love this show, and I do. This is my #1 show of all time right now. And I think out of all the episodes, we have 100 and something episodes, this is the weakest one. I'm sorry. This is just the weakest one. And then you go off, and then Quinn gets kidnapped, and then you have Black Siren kidnapping him, and then she's supposed to kill him, and then she's had one talk with him about being a father, and oh, I lost my father in a car accident like near Christmas or something, and now she's gonna be a good guy towards the end, and apparently the rumor is that the main bad guy, he's the father of Arsenal, so is Arsenal coming back, and he's gonna be the bad guy now? I don't know what the heck is going on, but let's see what happens. So, leave me a comment below, let me know what you guys thought about the episode, if you've seen it, and stay tuned for more. And thank you, and have a good day.